Alright, we're going to pick up, like I said, I think the last bit is just talking to everybody. Oh. Talk to James Telestrian III. And after we broke up the ritual, Nova chased Jessica into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of buggers. Guess they weren't impressed with her performance. They were about to eat her. And she killed her before they could do it. Some sort of street justice, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't been following the story closely. So the nest has been cleaned out, the shaman is dead, and your cousin Lynn is being transported to a mental hospital for observation. James obsesses you with newfound respect. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aegis was a success, Nova. Herr Brockhaus is having it weaponized now for distribution to Knight Errant forces. The authorities are going to have a great many questions about this incident, and I will need to provide details. The Universal Brother has a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. Glad to be of service. Yes, you are of service. There can be no debate on that topic. A yeoman's effort, to be sure, and, regardless of your obvious flaws, you are deserving of a reward. What would you ask of me? Not much, just McCluskey's badge. You short-circuit an invasion of extra-dimensional insects, and for your reward you wish to have an insignificant police detective dismissed from his position? I'm improvising. I've been through a lot this week. Still, the guy's a jackass. He smiles an icy smile. I cannot disagree. He displays a rare combination of brute and sycophant I cannot abide. Well, Detective McCluskey is now Citizen McCluskey. The man grates my nerves anyways. And since this action requires little more than a nod to the proper peon, you may ask another boon of me. I'm feeling generous today. Let's see. I hear you have an opening for a new VP of Security. I do indeed, and I believe you've already undergone the required interview. Very well, Nova. Report to work as Vice President of Telestrian Industries Corporation Security on Monday. Just wear something more appropriate. Good day. Now I gotta talk to everybody. Coyote, you were a big help. Guess that's it, huh? You geek Sam's killer. Got his justice from beyond the grave. It was a little more involved than I expected. She looks back at the Universal Brotherhood. Just a little. Well, I'm going to grab Paco, head back to the Union, maybe watch a trade or something, and I could use a long shower too. After that, back to destroying the BTL trade? Yep. Sure as I'm standing here, I'm going to take a flamethrower and the whole slagging business. One squad at a time if I have to. Be careful, that last place was run by the Yakuza and they're not going to forget you. Her jaw sets, her eyes harden, and she's Coyote again. Let them come. If the Yakuza wants me, they're going to find me. Nothing I can do about that. Some people choose to live in fear, but not me. Not today. Today, I run the shadows. Get paid, get dirty. See you around, Nova. You're quite a lady. I can honestly say I've never met an elf quite like you. Let's see. Dresden, J. Comica. Let's go to Harlequin. The painted elf is watching the scene unfolding around the Universal Brotherhood with a grimace. Well, kid, it's been fun, but I've seen everything I care to see today. I'm going to get out of here. Okay, seriously, who are you? A friend. Until I need you for something, then I'm a bastard. Where's Herr Brockhaus? I thought he'd be here too. He flew back to Berlin. All sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. You could probably turn into work someday, but I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with the Dragon, kid. They're playing a different game entirely. Alright, I'll see you around, Harlequin. Wait, we gotta ask that one last thing. Is there a problem? Look around. Note the members of press being shuffled away by Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. The damage control team is probably on the way right now. Think they can control the press? One way or another, they will. If they can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed, they'll probably disappear. Quietly. There's more, though. He nods his head towards James Telestrian. Note the expression on the UCAS FBI agent speaking to Telestrian? Dismissive, isn't it? That's because there's no lock between the UCAS and the Tir-Terngir. They're not going to trust what he's telling him, and frankly, I have no idea what he's telling him. James plays his own game, always has. Do you trust him? No, just like I don't trust you. Don't take it personally, kid. You shouldn't trust me either. I've been manipulating runners like you for years. I'm manipulating you right now. You just don't know why my game yet. Let's continue the dance. I have one more to show you. He points at someone in the crowd and smiles. The man sees him pointing and smiles back. That guy there? He's with Ares Macro Technology. Enormous megacorp. Ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for quite a while now. Clearly, they have an agenda that's just starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger. The man smiles and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. So it's a massive conspiracy. I wish it was. In a way, it's worse. It's a series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into an unending web of dreck that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord control everything, and we could drive a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that would be grand. Such clarity, such focus, alas. So what's the lesson in all this? That he did all of it for nothing? He laughs. Just the opposite, schmuck. The lesson is this. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked. The dice are loaded. The same as it always has. Every cycle. People in power exert power. Little people cower in their homes, think what they're told to think, and buy whatever product will help them forget how horrible their lives are for another day. And that's why we don't play their fragging game. We don't swallow their direct sandwich and politely ask for another. That's why we run the shadows. That's what real life is, kiddo. Reality is living in the places no one wants you to see. Alright, I'll see you around, Harlequin. Now let's go talk to Citizen McCluskey. McCluskey's all thinking trying to look important and trying to avoid actual work. What are you looking at, Chube? Hey, I just spoke to Mr. Telestrian. He said he got your lieutenant's badge. I did? I didn't hear about it. Yeah, he said to go down to the station house right away. They're throwing a surprise party for you. Ah, jerk, I shouldn't have said anything. Heh, I'll surprise them then. That's even better. Jake shakes his smirking head as you approach. When you finally get close, he breaks out laughing. I heard you Universal Brotherhood was getting shot up on the police scanner. Knew it had to be you. Did you get her? Did you doubt I would? Not for a minute. He scratches his mop of red hair. I guess that concludes the story of Glorious Nova and the Dead Man's Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking, maybe you should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us can get in trouble here. You only skim the surface. I heard Mitsuhama's looking for a team and they specifically want a woman. No idea what that's about. I just got word that something's going on at Crater Lake. The Tiers got in on total lockdown. No fly zone, the whole thing. There could be something in it for us if we poke around. And there's always the Orc Underground. Haven't seen that yet, have you? I got plenty of friends there who are good for a job. Send this guy around to come up. What do you say? I'm in. I'll talk to you later. Good. We can hash it out over dinner. If you want to find me, I'll be at McCracken's later. Got a taste for some seafood. Take it easy, chummer. And on to Dresden. Why, when I walk over there, I should... Little Corner is surprised to see you, but he can't hide his delight. Hey, Nova, I was wondering if I was going to see you again. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to find you here. Wherever there's mayhem, that's where you find me. I guess so. He pops his eyebrows, eager. You know, it's all over the Tribid, right? They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at some asylum out in Snohomish, of all places. Turns out he's been masquerading as the head administrator or something. They found him dead from some sort of vigilante attack. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Why, Mr. Dresden, I have no idea what you mean. That's what I thought. Well, no one could say he didn't have it coming, am I right? That was a double negative. So, the big question, what about the Dead Man Switch? Now that the Ripper's dead, are you going to collect? Damn right I'm going to collect. Excellent, I'm sure you deserve it. How do you collect? I was told I need a secure line to call the number Sam gave me. Can't use my comm link. He writes, Lone Star's emergency response team set up a secure phone line right here to coordinate their efforts. I can authorize you. Thanks, Dresden. Don't mention it. Take care, Nova. And now... The phone before you has a simple numerical keypad. You can use it to call Sam's law firm and cash in on the dead man's switch. You tap the phone number Sam's lawyer gave you days ago. The phone rings 7 times before someone finally answers. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vidphone is noticeably different from the one you saw a few days ago. The noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Yeah? He squints at the phone and recognition slowly appears on his face. Hey, it's you, Nova, right? So, you got Sam's killer, huh? Yeah, I got Sam's killer. Yeah, that's great. Hang on, let me slot Sam's video for you. He fumbles for a moment, and the camera jerks crazily. Then it goes static and is replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Sam still looks like Drek. Same clothes, same background. Probably shot at the same time as the first video. Hey, buddy, looking good, looking good. He giggles. If you call this number, that means the job is done, right? He closes his eyes, shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo. I know you do it. You were always the dependable one. More than me, anyway. I just want to say thank you for whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot. Because I know you did something, you know what I mean? I know you made it right, somehow. He pauses, head back. His breath hitches in his chest. You're the only one who ever tried to help me, ever. Except my sister. She tried more than once. She tried. I never let her, though. Never let her in. I regret that. A lot. Did I tell you about her, buddy? We're twins. We're twins, I guess. You still a twin after one of you dies? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. He sighs heavy. God, listen. Do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her name is Jessica. Tell her I'm sorry, okay? For everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. He shakes it off. The grin is back. Anyway, need to get paid, which would be great, except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how it is, right? Sorry, but hey, thanks again for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel sore about it, look into my family background of it. There's got to be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them could throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. He reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The vid screen goes to static and the call ends. There's a moment of silence and you feel a tug on your jack. It's Dresden. So, what did he say? Thank you. He just said thank you. The Emerald City Ripper killings are sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as the administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast as the lead in Dr. Ripper, a tri-bit thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. CL Newsnet reports a shootout at a chapter house of the Universal Brotherhood. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons but committed suicide before they could be captured. All mention of insect spirits, James Telestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares a quarantine area between Lake Michigan and the Des Plaines River. Officially, the Chicago Containment Zone is established to fight an outbreak of an infectious virus. When an infestation of an insect species is suspected by those who know, a mature form of Project Aegis called FABS-3 is eventually deployed to remove the bug threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows.